Let's talk about acetate production and lamination. Next, we choose the acetate. Acetate comes in thick sheets or blocks, and for artisan frames, layering is a key technique. By stacking different colored acetate sheets, manufacturers can create marble, tortoise, or gradient effect, the kind of depth and patterning that gives handcrafted frames their character. These sheets are pressed together under heat and pressure to form solid blocks that will later be milled. So the acetate that's typically used for artisan eyewear is made from a cotton extrusion process. One of the things that does is it makes it feel more organic on the skin. But another ingredient that is a necessary evil is what we call plasticizer. And plasticizer is a petroleum-based product. It allows the acetate to be molded. So the objective is to use the least amount of plasticizer as you can possibly use so that most of the acetate is actually, you're feeling sort of the cotton instead of feeling like a plastic toy. So a lot of the designers in Europe that make mass-produced eyewear use about 70% plasticizer. That's one of the reasons why their glasses feel like a toy sitting on your face. However, Mazzucchelli, which was founded in 1849, they make acetate for eyewear companies all around the world, in Brazil, in Japan, in China, in Thailand, and in other places. So this allows them to take advantage of economies of scale, but it's also one of the reasons why you'll see similar colorways across a number of different eyewear designers, because a lot of them are getting their acetate from the same manufacturer. Eyewear designers that make mass-produced eyewear in Europe typically use about 70% plasticizer. Mazzucchelli, on the other hand, uses about 40% plasticizer, which is why it feels more organic on the face. Japanese acetate, on the other hand, is on a whole nother level. Japanese acetate typically uses between 23 to 26% plasticizer, which is the least that you can get away with and still be able to mold the acetate into the shapes that you want to mold it into. So that is one of the things that contributes to the purported longevity of Japanese eyewear, is the fact that they use so much less plasticizer, and part of it also has to do with the curing process, which we'll also talk about. So Masunaga, which was founded in 1905, produces their own acetate. In fact, they make everything in eyewear from beginning to end, from the acetate and also from the precious metals, all the way through to the finished eyeglasses. So that's kind of unusual. A lot of times companies will use different contractors and different companies for different parts of the process where they specialize in that. Masunaga, they do everything in-house. One of the main manufacturers of acetate in Japan is Takiron, and they also use about 23 to 26% plasticizer, similar to Masunaga. Sabai, located in Fukui Prefecture in Japan, is the eyewear capital of the world, and that's where Takiron, Masunaga, Matsuda make their eyewear.